Hi friends, this is Susie, your Candy Crush guru, with a special dedication to Rachel here on level 4956, where we have 35 moves to clear out 72 jelly and collect 3 ingredients. Here are the ingredients, and we have to get them to here or to here. It's a really tricky path that we are on. I did play this once through to make sure I understood how it worked. I had some free boosters, and so I've used up those boosters now so that I can play this without boosters and hopefully win, although it's going to be a process. The first thing I had to figure out was how in the world these get over to here. And what I've learned is that we've got this path here that's capped in blue, and it matches with this path here that's capped in blue. See these blue portals? So when this gets to here, it'll come over to here. And then when this travels, it gets to here and comes back over to here. But in one of these spots, here or here, we need to make a change in this area and start dropping this downward. And while it's here, I don't want to make any moves. I don't want to put these orange together and have this drop down. When it's over here on the candy cane fence, it's a little safer, but still, because of the conveyor belt, it's never entirely safe. Things could really just kind of make a big jumble. Even if I watch over at this conveyor belt and everything looks good, because see, this is going to come over then to here. If I check and make sure everything's good, something could happen over here that influences this side of the board. So it's extremely frustrating and delicate, and so we're going to have to do our very best. I do want to make moves over here, and what I want for this is when this gets up to here and brings the ingredient over here, I want to drop it onto this conveyor so that I can bring it up to here. That's going to be my goal. Right now this is on track because it's on the conveyor, this is on track because it's on the conveyor, and this is on track. This is the one I have to keep on track. So I'm going to hold on. There we go. See, now we made some moves here, but that's okay because this was protected. I want to make this move because I am going to have to draw this downward, and a wrapped candy could help, and let's hope that there's no cascading. Good job, no cascading. All right, now I have to be very delicate again and wait until this is over. I'd love to make moves in here to try to set up the green with something else, but I can't quite. And then I also have the bobbers that may or may not end up helping me. But let's just see what we can do here. I'm going to make a move over here that doesn't influence anything this side. Now I have to look. Is there anything I can do to bring this down? Well, I see the opportunity to make a color bomb. This is a great spot to be moved down, so nothing I do is going to harm this. And this is right where it should be, and this is right where it should be. So I can make this without any kind of penalty. It didn't bring this down, but remember, now I've got a color bomb opportunity. And I've got a lot of different colors here, so I should be able to hit this with something that helps. I'm going to go ahead and make another special. Now all I need to do is remove one spot from here to bring this down. Here's the problem. Let's say I want to preserve this and use it for something better. So I put the blue together. Well, the blue is just going to take out a layer of the waffle. It's not going to take out the whole thing. So what I'm going to do is either take out blue from the board with this, or take out green from the board. Anything that brings this down once will put this into a safety zone for me. Blue would also help to hit this. Green would also help to hit this. Plus it would bring this down. And now this is in a point where I don't want it to go back onto the conveyor. I want it to drop down. So I'm going to go ahead and remove all green from the board. This is now in a safe spot. It's not completed yet, but it's in a safe spot. This is not in a safe spot. If I'm not careful and do something like this, I'm going to drop this down. So I'm going to try to bring this where it needs to go onto the conveyor while protecting this. And now I've got to make a whole bunch of crazy things if I can, because I've got not only to take care of these ingredients, but I've also got all of these jelly, and some of them are under these waffles. This would be a good opportunity if I weren't trying to protect this spot right here. So now I have to make a move that's going to be somewhat inconsequential. And now I definitely want to bring this down. I have to find ways to bring this down. If I use the blue, which would be my first thought, then it's going to hit this waffle and this waffle is double thick. It's not going to work. So I'm going to use the orange because the orange is going to hit this waffle and it's thin enough that'll drop this down. Plus, of course, it's going to hit that bobber and then the fish will be able to do something, right? All right, so this is the kind of thing we're dealing with. Now, what in the world can I do to try to create some good chaos? One thing that I can try to do is remove all... Oh, see, look, that has to ride the rails again. Remove all of one color to concentrate the rest of the colors down. I could also try to make a color bomb with this. That didn't quite work, but still, that stripe got set off right where it needs to be. I've got to get this dropped down as quickly as possible because it needs time to ride all of those crazy rails and get me through where I need to be. I'm going to take this opportunity. I'm not doing well here, am I? While those don't have waffles, I'll take those out. So at least I'm showing you the mechanics of how this needs to get done. I'm not doing a great job on actually getting it done this time round. It may still work. I do have the opportunity. I still have enough turns, but we're running kind of close to the edge here, where pretty soon we're not going to have enough turns. See, there's one ingredient collected. All right, now I need to drop this down as quickly as possible to get it to ride the rails where it needs to be. I'm going to use this as a mechanism because it's also clearing out all of this stuff. But I'm still not there yet. I have to get through here. And every turn that I take that I'm not able to propel this downward is less time that it will have to ride the rails. Let's take out the waffles as they exist. All right, I need to pay better attention. So this is coming around with this. I've got some orange coming through. How can I get this down here? Okay, here we go. That's better. I've got more orange coming through, but not quickly. And I think I've gotten to the point now where it's impossible mathematically for me to win. Because this just, it has to ride over here, it has to ride over here, and then it has to drop down. So failure in the bigger sense of not being able to get this done, but success in knowing how it needs to work, because it was a little bit unproven to me before. I just played it through and thought, I think that this is how it goes. So Rachel, let's go ahead and try this again. I'm going to pause the recording and I'll meet you back here on a new board and I'll show you if I can bring this one to success. Okay, so the board wants me to make this move, but I don't want to endanger this, so I'm going to come over here and make this move instead. And I know that I'm going to need to drop this down, so I do want to kind of populate this area with stripes. Have to be very careful. I don't want to set this off. Now I want to set this off. Now this is going to be hitting here. It's not a waffle, so it definitely will drop this into position for me. I can't see a better move at this point, so I'm going to take it. Notice that if I had pulled that green down, it would have hit a waffle and that would not have been good. So now I have a few choices here. I think I want the one that looks like it's going to set up a stripe wrapped combo for me. Yeah, I do. And I want to drop this down quickly. And I think I want to do that by going like this right away. I know I could make some other things. Actually, maybe I will make this stripe. I'm going to hold off and make the stripe because I do need helpful things over here. Let's hope this goes. It's going well. Now I could do the striped wrapped combo. Gosh, I wish I could get a blue right there. So many possibilities here. Sometimes I find it's best just to deal with one of these on the main conveyor belt at a time. So, holding off, Now I can do big, bold things that are going to help. And now this is down onto the conveyor. These two are in that safe spot. We took out a lot of jelly. Okay, so things are going well, but I still need to make some good progress here. Now the problem is I can make this stripe, but it's aimed at an ingredient. So I have to figure out how to get these ingredients out of the way. They're kind of stacking up now. I like this. And this, because that's making that thinner and thinner. Oh, I love this, because then it puts a wrapped candy right over here. Now, of course, I don't want to make that move. I'd like to drop this stripe down a bit and see if that can be helpful in some way. I might do this. I don't think it's going to create problems in the future, and I don't want to upset this area. Phew, okay. Here we go. What to do? Gentle move. Oh, I brought down more waffles. Of course I brought down more waffles. All right, so I need something big, and that's not it. I need to readjust. So 1, 2, 3, but that's too soon. I'm going to bring this down just a bit, and now I wait one turn, and I bring it over on this side where it doesn't have as much competition. Oh my goodness, I could do this. And that's beautiful, and I'm not going to do it. Because then I lose this opportunity. I mean, this would fall down 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't see it getting set off, and I need to bring this down because I don't really have a lot of time, and thankfully I get this again. Now the question is, how in the world can I put this with a special to really impact this board? And the problem is, I don't think I can. So instead, I'll want to see about maybe just taking out a prevalent color that would make a big difference for me. Oh, look at this. This takes out a lot right there. That's good. So those wrapped candies along the side, if I could get a wrapped combo, that would be fantastic. I think now is a good time to take out all green. There's green situated in good spots. If I wait too long, then I lose the opportunity of that color bomb acting in a way that I want it to act. All ingredients are collected. Now I've got 4 jelly, 1, 2, 3, 4, all in this little area here. I need to clear things out a bit, and that includes these waffles, but sometimes the waffles go on their own. Now look at this. This purple's coming around, so I do this. 2 more jelly, and they're up here. So now I have to pay particular attention to the conveyor belt and what is coming around. And unfortunately, what's coming around are these waffles. Oh, hold on. That helps. And now if I just play this carefully and quietly, the next 2 moves should have purple, and I've got a purple here. So now I have to be as careful as everything to just allow this to come around. And that's how I got it done on the very last turn. But Rachel, I hope that this was helpful. I am so sorry that I didn't respond to you right away. Sometimes, for some strange reason, comments get sent to my spam folder. I don't know. I don't know what would have caused that to happen, but I found this, and hopefully this will help you on your way. If this was helpful to you folks, I'd ask that you consider liking and subscribing. If you have any questions or comments, please put those below. And as always, thank you so much for watching.